and then otherwise, if
Yes,
it
sir.
is
I've
not,
dropped a
then we
message,
will
sir.
start our class. Okay. So we will wait for 2 more minutes for others. So only two of you are there, right? So let us just wait and we'll join after 2 minutes, right? Okay. Rakesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, please tell your class to join.
So I thought that we won't have class today. That's why I forgot.
Yes, guys. So, very good afternoon to all of you. So, sure, only this much people will join?
I've put the message in the group. They might be joining.
Sorry?
I've put the message in the group, so they might be joining in a minute.
Okay, okay. So, let us just do not wait for others. Let me start the class, right? So, sure, meanwhile, whosoever will join. Otherwise, we will continue, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, fine then. Okay. So today we will study about the various types of variables, right? Because when we are doing research, we have to, undergo in-depth analysis of variables, right? So variables are there, but first of all, what are these variables? What is a variable? Any one of you? Can anyone please tell me what a variable is? Yes.
Physical.
Yes. Anyone? What is a variable?
Sir, a physical quantity which changes as per the condition.
Okay, so when we talk variable, this is for sure that it is going to vary, right? So when a thing keeps on changing, maybe with the time or with any other factor, with respect to any other factor, that is called variable. So how will we define it? So variable is any property or characteristics, a number or a quantity that increases or decreases over time or can take on different values. Means changing with the time or taking a different values is a one and the same thing, as opposed to the constant such as n that do not vary at all. So in different situations, so those things which do not vary at all in different situations are called constants. Okay, so their values keeps on same throughout the experiment or throughout the time period or throughout you can say when one thing changes, they are not changed. So they are called variables which keeps on changing. Let us take example of this is given over here, that when conducting research experiments, often we manipulate doesn't is it is not having a negative sense. So manipulate means we change the variable. We change the variable, and with context of this variable, we see whether the other variables are changing or not. So certain things which we change, right? And the context of it, we see the impact of this change on the other ones. Okay, so these are called variables. For example, an experimenter might compare the effectiveness of four fertilizers. So four fertilizers are there. In this case, the variable is a type of the fertilizer. Means what he is going to do is experiment is that he has chosen four fields of equal type of land. Okay, so the type of land is a constant over here. So on that equal type of land, he is applying different types of fertilizer. Four different types of fertilizer he is having, and he is sowing the same crop in all the four fields. Now here, what is constant is the type of soil is constant, whereas the type of fertilizer which he is going to provide in all these lands will be different, and he wants to measure the productivity. Okay, so in this particular case, what is there? What is variable? Yes, yes, come on. What is variable in this case? Tell me, what is variable over here? In the case of this fertilizer, the types of fertilizer is a variable. Whereas, what is constant? What is constant? Anyone?
Effect,
Yes, the type of soil is constant. I hope your videos are on. Everyone's. Please on your video now. Everyone. Okay, on your video. Only Shaury's video is on, I suppose. Yes. I will mark you absent. I have already told you. Lakshya Singh, have you got your computer corrected or not? Manan Goyal, Parth Narendra Bhai, please on your videos. Gautam Godra, Harshit Kumar, Rohan Modi, Tirthak, Prakash Chaudhary, Manan Goyal. Come on.
Sir, I'm outside, so should I open my VC?
Why not? Keep your voice as muted. And at least it should be there that wheresoever you are at least attending the class. And why there is need of going outside when the class is going on? Had this been the regular class going on, would you have been visiting outside somewhere? Huh?
Sir, urgent was, that's why I came.
What urgent? What urgent? Is there anything urgent in the class? You are a student.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
What's sorry? And if it is so urgent, miss the class and go away. No problem. Let the absent be marked over here. No problem. You still have 75% attendance. 25% are still on your play. Go ahead. No problem is there. Anyways, so that's what the thing is. I am saying you respond. You're not at all responding. Then why should not I mark you absent? Yes. Still you are not on your video. Anyways, so let us take another example. For example, a social scientist is there. He may be, measuring the possible impact of early marriage on divorce. That whether the early marriage results in the divorce or whether it is okay. So what is over here? What is variable over here? What is variable? Here the marriage is the variable. Time of the marriage is the variable. Okay, and you are measuring it the impact of this on the divorce. Further, let us take example. If a business researcher may find it useful to include a dividend determining the share prices, to what extent the dividend is affecting the share price of the prices of the shares in the market. So what is variable over here? The dividend distributed by the companies, the percentage of the dividend of the companies is the variable, and its impact is to be measured on the another variable which is called share prices, because share prices will also vary with the declaration of dividend. Okay, so dividend is a variable. For example, there and now if you see it, the effectiveness, the divorce, and the share price, these are also variables because they also vary, resulting in the manipulation of these fertilizers, early marriage, and dividends. But all are variables, but their category is different. So whenever we are saying that one variable is dependent on another, we can say there is dependent and independent variable. We will be studying this in detail in today's class itself. Okay, if we talk about the types of the variables, we can just see that number one is a qualitative variable. What do you mean by qualitative variable? Qualitative variable, it is there has to be an important distinction between the qualitative and quantitative variable. So first of all, we will study about the qualitative variable. So qualitative variable are those variables that express a qualitative attribute such as hair color, religion, race, gender, social status, mode of payment. Suppose, for example, you are doing cash, card, or whatever. So these all things are qualitative. And the values of the qualitative variable, they do not imply any meaningful numerical ordering. There is no ordering at all. So qualitative variables are those. The value of the variable religion, that is Hindu, Muslim, etc. These all things, they differ qualitatively. there is no ordering of the religion. If we keep on ordering the religion, what will happen? There will be disputes. Okay, so qualitative variables are sometimes referred to as categorical variables. So categorical variables which actually puts us in some category are called categorical variable. For example, the variable gender has two distinct categories, that is one male and another is female. Since the value of these variables are expressed in the categories, we refer to this as a categorical variable, because you can be in one category, you cannot be in two categories. One person can be either a male or a female or a transgender or LGBTQ, whatever, but he has to be at least one. Okay, so they have to be. So this is what is called qualitative variable, or you can say the categorical, which puts you in category. For example, there are 4 sections of your class: section A, section B, section C, section D. So you all are in section D. So this actually puts you in one category, which is called section D. Now, no section is superior to other. Okay, section A is not superior to section D, or section D is not superior to B. No section is superior. They all are equal. Okay. Similarly, the place of residence may be categorized as being urban, rural, and thus the categorical variable. So categorical variable may again be described as a nominal or ordinal variable. So ordinal variable are those which can be logically ordered. Okay, or you can say ranked, like higher and lower, but they cannot necessarily be established as a numerical difference between each category. Okay, so for example, your examination grades are there: A plus, A, B plus. So there is something, there is a category, but you cannot just distinction that how much far is A, how much big is A plus than A, but still there is a order. So it is something which is called order. Whereas the nominal variable, in case of nominal variable, there is no order. You cannot rank it like religion. You cannot rank it like anything. For example, your size of the t-shirt or shirt, it can be extra large, medium, small, but to what category it comes. So there is a range for this all category which is there, which has to be there, right? So there are, or you can say, what are nominal variables? Nominal variables are those variables who or which can neither be ranked or logically numbered, but only one thing is there: they can be categorized as such. So one can be of one category, one can be in one section, one may be a Hindu, other can be Muslim, one may be male, other can be female, but at the same time, these things cannot be ranked, or these things cannot be ordered, but still they categorized. Okay, that's why it is called categorical variable, whereas the other is called ordinal variable. Okay, so both are categorical variable, whether ordinal or nominal, both are variables are categorical, but the ordinal variable tells us more about the category, that one category is over and above the other, or one category is higher than the other. For example, if you have income, so income level, so lower income level, middle income level, higher income. So 3 types of levels are there, but there is a hierarchy, but you cannot see the difference. But if you talk about specifically income, now there are 2 things: income level and income. Income level is a categorical variable, whereas income itself is a variable which is ratio in nature. We will come to that also. Okay, so these are called categorical variables. So qualitative variable is a characteristic that is not capable of being measured, but it can be categorized or possess, or not to possess some characteristics, right? Next is your quantitative variable. Okay, so quantitative variable, these are also called numerical variables. These are those variables which can be measured in terms of numbers. A simple example of qualitative variable is person's age. Suppose, what is your age? So this will be something number. So with number we can say that I am 2 years elder than you, or I am 1 year younger than you. Okay, so this can be done. So the age can take on a different values, because a person can be 20 years, 35 years, right? 1 year also, and so on. Likewise, the family size is a quantitative variable, because the family might be comprised of 1, 2, 3 members, or 4 members, or 6 members, whatever. Okay, so that is, each of the properties or characteristics referred to the above varies or differs from one individual to another. Note that these variables are expressed in numbers, for which we call it as a numerical values. So all those values, all those variables which can be numbered as such, okay, the value of which can be value of which makes sense in numbers are called numerical variables or quantitative variables which can be quantified. Okay, so quantitative variables is one which in which the resulting observation are numeric and thus possesses a natural ordering or a ranking. So they also possess a ranking. They also can be categorized. A person, so for example, people of all 18 years of age can be categorized, but the age is 18 itself. And the people of 19 years of age can be categorized, but the age actually tells you more about it is far beyond the qualitative variable itself, because it tells you more about it. So further, this qualitative variable can be of two types. It can be discrete or it can be continuous. Okay, so quantitative, so not qualitative, quantitative. So quantitative variable can be of two types, either discrete or you can say continuous. So quantitative variables are again you can say classified as such. I have already told you. So variables such as some children in a household or number of defective items in a box, or you can say discrete variables. So these all things can be quantified. So you can count it. So for example, number of cards in my house. Okay, number of cards a person is possessing. These all are quantitative. Okay, so this is something. Now what the thing is here, when we are talking about one complete thing, then it will be called as a discrete variable. Now for example, a person can have 2 children, 3 children, or you can say he can have 5 children. But can he have 3.5 children? Can he have 1.5 children? मेरा तो आधा ही बच्चा हुआ, ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता ना. It is not possible at all. So this is something which is called discrete, which cannot be divided. It will be either a full number itself. Then it is called a discrete variable. So other variables, for example, you can say the continuous variables. So continuous variables are those variables which are in time. In decimals, right? So you can express it in decimals. You can express it in you can say the fractions. Okay, so I can say I have 1 rupee 50 paisa, or you can say 1.5 rupees, 1.5 रुपया है मेरे पास. I can say like that. Okay, my height is जो है 6.1 inches, right? So this I can say, right? So this will also make sense. So when the things are expressible in this way, then it is called continuous variables. Okay, for example, time required to complete an MCQ test. Okay, waiting time in a queue in front of a bank counter. So these all are the examples of a continuous variable. So the time required in the above examples in the continuous variable, it can be in seconds, it can be in 0.1111 seconds, 0.00001 seconds also. So that's why it is called a continuous variable type of thing. क्या टाइम हो रहा है? 15-20 मिनट 15-20 क्या हो चाहिए? हाँ चाहे चलेगा. एक चीज आपसे पूछना था, डिस्कशन करना. किसका है? वो डिस्कशन. Okay, so this is something which is called discrete variable, and if you want to define it, the discrete variable, so discrete variable restricted to certain values usually, but not necessarily consist of the whole numbers, such as the family size, number of defective items in a box. They can often result to enumeration or counting. So wherever you can count it, then it is a discrete. So you can have a few more examples from the point of view of research if you want to have. Suppose the number of accidents in 12 months you can count. The number of mobile cards sold in a store. You cannot sold half mobile card, right? Or you cannot have. So these things, or you can say number of patients admitted to any hospital in a specified period. Number of branches of a bank opened during annually during 2001 to 2007. Right, so these all are the discrete variables. Number of weekly visits made by a health personnel in last 12 months. Okay, number of consultancies a consultant has provided. Right, number of vehicles which are going from a toll plaza, from crossing the toll plaza to and fro. Okay, so these all are numbers which can be counted as such. Okay, so if we talk about continuous variable and definition of it, a continuous variable is one that may take on an infinite number of intermediate values. It can take infinite number of intermediate values along with the specific interval. For example, the sugar level of the human body, you can say blood pressure reading, temperature is there, height, weight, right? So bank rate, bank interest, or you can say internal rate of return, earning ratio, current ratio. So these all are the examples of, you can say, continuous type of variables, where the variables are continuous. Okay, so no matter how close to observation might be, if the instrument is able to measure it, then you can say it falls between the two ranges. Then it is called a continuous variable. So continuous variable generally results from a measurement and can assume countless values in the specified range. Okay, so this is called continuous variable. So we have studied about qualitative variable, quantitative variable, discrete variable, continuous variable. Next is your dependent variable and independent variable. So dependent and the independent variable, in many research settings, there are two specific class of variables that need to be distinguished from one another. One is independent variable and another is the dependent variable. So many research studies aims at unrevealing the and understanding the cause of the underlying phenomena of the problem, with the ultimate goal of establishing a causal relationship. Okay, so let us just take certain examples, then you will be able to understand the dependent and the independent. I have already taken some examples while explaining you about the variables. For example, low intake food causes underweight. So this is a statement. Now you have to tell me which is dependent and which is independent variable in this. Low intake of food, it is causing underweight. So what is dependent? Yes. What is dependent variable in this? Rakesh?
Weight, sir, weight.
Weight is dependent on intake of food. So intake of food is an independent variable and weight is a dependent variable. Smoking enhances the risk of lung cancer. So what is dependent and what is independent in this? Smoking enhances the risk of lung cancer. Yes, sure. What is dependent? Lung cancer is dependent on smoking, or smoking is dependent on lung cancer? Tell me. Which is dependent variable?
Smoking, sir.
Smoking is
Hello.
dependent variable or independent variable. More you smoke, more.
Yes, sir.
Lung cancer is a dependent. Yes, it is dependent on smoking. Smoking is an independent variable, na? Rakesh, you getting my point or not?
So the much you smoke, the more your lung is gonna get affected.
Yeah.
So
So
smoking is
cancer is dependent
dependent.
on smoking. So more you smoke,
Yeah, yeah.
more your cancer will be. So which is dependent? Lung cancer is dependent on smoking, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So smoking is independent and lung cancer is a dependent one. Okay, because lung cancer is getting caused because of smoking. Okay, let us just take another example. Level of education enhances or influences the job satisfaction. Level of education influences the job satisfaction.
So
See,
your
job
voice breaks. Can you
satisfaction is dependent.
Job satisfaction is dependent on level of education. So job satisfaction is a dependent variable and level of education is independent. Higher the level of education, then the job satisfaction will be high. Getting? Yeah. Next is your advertisements. More advertisement influences sales. Yes.
Sales dependent on
Dependent.
advertisements.
Sales is dependent on advertising. Okay. So drug causes improvement of health problem. What is dependent and what is independent?
Health, sir.
Health is dependent on
Drugs.
drugs. Yeah. So if you use drugs, definitely the health will be improved. Provided if you keep on, if you should not keep on using drugs for a longer period. Further, next, nursing intervention cause more rapid recovery. Which is dependent and which is independent?
recovery is dependent.
Recovery is dependent on
Dependent.
nursing intervention. So nursing intervention is independent and recovery is a dependent. So previous job experiences determine the initial salary. So more is your previous job experience, the more will be your initial salary in
Salary,
the next job. Yes.
salary dependent on previous job.
So salary in the next job is dependent on the experience. Okay. Next is suppose use of blueberries slows down the aging. More you use blueberries, more your aging will be stopped. So aging is dependent on use.
Aging is dependent on
Dividend per share determines the share prices. DPS, dividend per share determines the share prices. What is dependent? What is independent? Tell me.
share price is dependent.
Yeah, share prices is dependent on dividend per share. So dividend per share is a independent variable. And it influences the share prices. So in each of these above examples, we have two variables. One is dependent and one another is independent.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Is there any variables which both of them
both of them,
are independent or independent?
but it will not create a statement. For example, your previous experience and previous salary both will actually affect your current job satisfaction. So there can be n number of independent variables, which it totally depends on us that we want to see the impact of which variable on what. Getting?
No, sir. Like I mean to say, like if there are two variables, and I'm looking for example in which both of the variables are either dependent or independent.
But it has to be dependent on something, no? There has to be some independent variable in order to influence these. These
Right.
are independent variables. There has to be some dependent variable. The impact of these all variables you are seeing on something, then only the you can see the impact. No? In order to be a dependent variable, there has to be some independent variable. Na? Getting my point or not? Otherwise,
Yes,
it
sir.
will just be a variable. Okay or not okay? So whenever
Yes,
you
sir.
are saying that somebody has become papa, so somebody might have become son, then only he has become papa, na? Getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
अभी कोई बोले मैं पापा बन गया, तो पापा बन गया तो कोई बेटा तो होगा तभी तो पापा बन गया. Getting? So if there is some variable which is dependent on someone, something, so there has to be some independent also, na, which is influencing this. Getting or not getting? Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it. So the
Yes.
variable that is used to describe or measure the factor that is assumed to be cause or at least to influence the problem or outcome is called independent variable. So what is an independent variable? A variable that is used to describe or measure the factor that is assumed to cause or at least to influence the problem or outcome is called independent factors. And what does it implies? It implies that the experimenter uses the independent variable to describe or explain the influence or effect of it on the dependent variable. So what we are doing? We are actually trying to see to what extent our dependent variable depends on the independent variable. So independent variable actually is influencing the dependent variable. Getting or not getting? So variability in the dependent variable is presumed to be dependent on the variability of independent. Means there will be fluctuation in the independent variable, and we will be seeing the impact of this fluctuation in the independent variable on the dependent variable, because dependent variable is bound, it is depending on independent. Getting my point or not? Okay, so depending on the context, and independent variable is sometimes called predictor variable also. Why? Because with the help of this variable, we are actually predicting the value of other. It is also called predictor, it is called regressor, it is called control variable also, manipulated variable, explanatory variable, exposure variable. These all are the names. Sometimes it is also called risk variable in medical sciences or medical statistics. It is also called as a feature in machine learning type of example, and the pattern recognizing or something like that. Okay, it is, and finally it is also called input variable. So there are various names by which it is called. Okay, and the explanatory variable is preferred by some authors over the dependent variable. They just try to explain, because the impact of dependent variable is being explained by this independent variable. That's why some authors, they also called independent variables as a explanatory variables. Okay, so when the quantity is treated as an independent variable, may not be statistically independent or independently manipulated by the researcher. So if the independent variable is referred to as an explanatory variable, then the term response variable is preferred by some authors to be dependent, because the response of this independent variable is to be seen on the dependent variable, because that dependent variable's value is dependent on this independent. That's why it is called response. Or you can say, by changing this independent variable, we are seeing the response of the variable. That's why it is called response variable. So the dependent variable will also be called as a response variable, whereas independent variable is also called a predictor variable or explanatory variable. Getting? I hope you are able to understand this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if we define independent this dependent variable, the variable that is used to describe or measure the problem of the outcome under the study is called dependent variable. So in a causal relationship, the cause is the independent variable and the effect is the dependent variable. So if we hypothesize the smoking causes lung cancer, smoking is an independent variable and the cancer is the dependent variable. Okay, so business researcher may find it useful to include the dividend in determining the share prices. Here the dividend is dependent, which is dividend is independent variable and the share prices are the dependent variable. So dependent variable usually is the variable that the researcher is interested in understanding or explaining or predicting. Okay, getting? So if we see this from this point of view, then the lung cancer research, in lung cancer research, it is carcinoma that is the real interest to the researcher, not the smoking behavior per se. Okay, so how much it is carcinogenic, that is the most important thing. Sometimes even the smoking may not cause cancer to some people, but to other people it is causing. So to what extent the smoking is causing this carcinoma, that is the real factor. Okay, so the independent variable is presumed to have cause of NCDN2 or influence the dependent variable as such. Okay, so depending on the context, the dependent variable is sometimes also called response variable, or it is called regressant, predicted variable, measured variable, explained variable, experimental variable, responding variable, outcome variable, output variable, or it is also called label. Label in case of machine learning. Okay, so explained variable is preferred by some authors over the dependent variable when the quantity is treated as a dependent variable may not be statistically dependent. Okay, so if the dependent variable is referred to as the explained variable, then the term predictor variable is preferred by some authors or the independent. Okay, so this is what getting. Any doubt? If you have any up till here?
No, sir.
Fine. So these all things you must understand, and I will give you notes of all these things. Don't worry. Okay, so that you will be able to prepare for your exams and will be able to sync with. Actually, I think sometimes I'm over explaining you about all these things, but I think this is necessary because if I explain you more, then you will be able to understand it in a better way. Because this dependent and independent variable, it is very, very, very important, particularly when the research is concerned with. Okay. Yeah. So one more thing, there are levels of independent variables also. So if the experimenter compares an experimental treatment with a control treatment, then the independent variable, there is a type of treatment has two levels. Okay, one is experimental and another is control. Let me just give you an example. For example, an experimenter is experimenting the effect of medicine on certain people. So what he will do? He will just uh, have two groups. Okay, two groups of randomly selected people, right? And to one group he will administer the medicine for a certain period of time, and another group he will not administer medicine. And then after a certain period of time he will see the impact of the medicine. So those people on whom the experiment has not been done, they are called controlled. Okay, and to the people to whom the experiment has been done, they are called experimental. So if an experiment went to compare, suppose for example, 5 types of diets, then the dependent variable, you can say, types of diet would have the 5 labels. Okay, so because the 5 types of diets are there, so each and every diet is having certain label. So in general, the number of labels of an independent variable is the number of experimental conditions created. Okay, fine. Now next is your background variable. Now what is a background variable? So in most of the, or you can say in most of the studies, almost every study, we collect some information such as this age, gender, educational qualifications, you can say socioeconomic status, the marital status, religion, place. So these all are called demographic variables. Okay. So background variables are also called demographic variables also. Okay, so these all tells you about the background of the respondent, the background of your that particular person, or the background of the case. Okay, so that will be called as a background variables. And remember, these things are same. So one variable can be other types also. These all are qualitative variables also, because they put you in one category. These all are categorical variables. But this tells you about the background of the people. That's why it is called background variables, or you can say demographic variables. So these are often related to many independent variables, so that they can influence the problem indirectly or directly. For example, if I'm trying to see the income tax paid by a person, then his income category will be one thing which will be influencing. So if a person is in a higher income category, that definitely he will be paying more income tax. Okay. So if the background variables are
मैं कर लो
who is this guy? Sorry, check out. So if the background
I think it's Rakesh now.
they should be measured. However, we should try to keep the number of background variables as few as possible, because sometimes it is of no use at all. Okay, so it should be treated in a you can say careful manner. Next is the moderating variables. So moderating variables, you can say, or should we continue with this in the tomorrow's class, right? Okay, guys.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Fine. Let me take the attendance then. Only Harshit and Gautam Godra are online with their videos on.
Sir, me too.
Very sad to see this. Many times I
Yes,
told you should. Anyways. Yeah. So let me take the attendance. Yeah. So Gautam Godra,
Yes,
Harshit
sir.
Sharma, Kartik Rajput, Kartikeyan, Madan
Yes,
Goyal,
sir.
Parth, Prakash Chaudhary,
Present, sir.
Rakesh Raika, Rohan Modi, Shaurya Dikshit, and Tirthak. That's it.
present, sir.
Right, guys. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Maybe in the next class. Tomorrow we don't have a class. I think I have to tell Shaurya to keep one more class tomorrow. Shaurya, please keep one more class so that we can finish off this remaining things. Tomorrow there will be extra class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Take care. Bye.